Hi Taurus, this is your general May energy reading. A little bit of housekeeping first of all. If this doesn't resonate with you, please do check your sun, moon and rising sign. If this does resonate with you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far, and while you're there, if you press the little ding dong bell thingy, it will notify you when I upload random reads throughout the month. Okay, and have I said check your sun, moon and rising? Anyway, if I haven't, I have now. Okay, so I hope you're all doing really well. Right, Taurus, I have already pre-shuffled. I'm just giving them a little bit more energy. Okie dokie, one more. And let's see what May has got in store for you. Right. Okay, so Taurus, bottom of the deck. Wow. The Sun card. You lucky things. Right, so the Sun card, don't really need to explain that one. It is the happiest card on the deck. It's a beautiful energy to be in. Yeah, and today in my part of the world, the sun is shining, so it's beautiful. Right, the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles dictates someone being on the outside, feeling a little bit lost and a little bit lonely. Right, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups for me is a little bit of love bombing. Someone rides in on their horse. May not actually be a horse, because that would be a bit weird if you was out in town at a bar or a pub or somewhere. Anyway, regardless of the horse, someone's coming to you very quickly, okay, with their cup of love. But if they come in quickly, don't forget they could also leave very quickly too. So we'll clarify that. The next one, lovely energy of the Fool card. The Fool card is wiping the slate clean and starting again. And sometimes it's almost like a spring clean, wiping all of the energy away. And there we go, the Three of Pentacles, starting to rebuild again. Right, so let's have a look at this. Coming into, where are we? May. You're feeling really energized by the sun. The spring, summer, if you're in this side of the hemisphere, is here. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles. Even though the sun's out, I'm feeling like you are quite content with yourself, but there's a loss of, maybe you find it difficult or tricky to talk to people, to meet people, okay? And the Nine of Wands, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, is, I'm getting the energy you feel a bit exhausted of feeling like you're on the outside. Okay, feeling like you're on the outside. Maybe, we are going to clarify, but maybe this might have to do with work. Sorry, I'm just using, oh, there we go. Just moved my chair in, otherwise I'd end up being on the floor. Yeah, I feel like you're putting your energy into something. Maybe work, employment, might even be a hobby. But you're putting your all into everything, and it's almost like it's going unnoticed. And no matter how many times you try and put yet more effort in and more effort, it's still going unnoticed. Okay, right, I'm going to clarify the Nine of Wands again. Spirit, clarify the Knight of Wands. Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. As I say, this could either do with work or at home. It might be anything to do with something that is a tight-knit group. It might be family, it might be work colleagues. Something in a tight-knit group is you're putting so much energy into something. But it's just going unnoticed. As you think it's going unnoticed. Okay. Now, the next one is the Knight of Cups. As I say, a little bit of love bombing. Whatever comes in, it comes in really quick and it can go out just as quick. Okay. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. This does have something to do with a large group. As I say, whether it's colleagues or family, there's a lot of people in this. Okay. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. The Five of Wands. I can see that you're going to say something. Even though there's no swords here, I can see that there's going to be a little bit of... The Five of Wands is a card, how I feel like a he said, she said kind of thing. And I think you're actually going to say to someone, look, I love putting energy in and I love doing what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm just not making any progress. Okay. And you might even say this to, if it's to do with work, not to the top bosses, but maybe to a supervisor or someone. Okay. And I do feel like when you say they're going to be shocked that you feel this way. Okay. It's almost like they've got to expect the energy and the enthusiasm that you put into something. They expect that from you now, if that makes sense. So what you do and how much effort you put in, you've set your standard. Okay. And I can actually see you, I can hear and see you saying, but yeah, it's almost like if you're at work, well, that person puts a piece of rubbish in the bin and gets a clap or gets a well done. You know, I basically run the company and no one even opens the door for me. It's a certain standard that you've set, which isn't a bad thing at all. Yeah, if you've got high standards, that's absolutely brilliant. But now that you've said something, you're now going to start again. Okay, no more putting over the amount of effort in. I can see you doing just enough. Just enough. You know, it's not bending over backwards for someone. You're going to be doing just enough. You're going to start again. The Fool. Clarify the Fool for me. Ten of Swords. You're going to start again because you feel like, because they've said, well, it's what we expect. You know, your high standard of what you do. It might even be to do with family. You know, you go over a member of family's house or a friend's house and they've got a cheese and pickle sandwich on a plate. You're going over there for lunch. And then they come to yours and you've done a huge barbecue with ribs and prawns and you've really gone to town. You've really made an effort. Well, that's what they expect now. And you was just doing it to be nice. But you've set a level of expectation. And people have taken that for granted. Okay, which has led to you feeling really stabbed in the back. No one's done it on purpose. It's just, yeah, as I say, they've not done it on purpose. It's just you feel really stabbed in the back that people aren't matching your energy. And it's the death of that. That's going to happen no more. You're not going to do that anymore. You're only going to want to do it when you want to do it. Okay? You're going to get rid of that standard that everyone expects from you now. Because that was exhausting. This is the 9. The 9 of Wands. That's exhausting. And it's almost like, no, I'm going to put that amount of effort in. If people deserve it, not on a daily basis, I will go over and above if I think someone has deserved it. Which is really good. You're really starting to stand your ground. I'm really liking this reading. Right, so now I can see it's the death of that. So now you're going to start rebuilding. You're going to start to rebuild yourself. You're going to take a deep breath and you're going to put best foot forward and you're going to start giving out exactly what you receive. 5 of Swords. It's almost like you're going to have this little confrontation with someone or people. And it feels like a little bit of an empty victory, but you needed to say this. You needed to say, enough's enough. This is exhausting for me. I can't keep it up. And they're a bit like, oh, all right then. And you was expecting a little bit more. You was expecting not tears and, you know, on bended knee, you know, I'm sorry. But you didn't realise just how much this affected you. Okay, so the 5 of Swords is you're actually going to say something, but you don't feel victorious in saying something. You feel relieved. You feel a sense of victory that you stood your ground. But now you can actually move forward. You can move forward into the 10 of Cups. Okay, so it just seems like there's something that's happening in the beginning of May that you have had enough of. People's expectations have got a little bit out of control. Okay, and what you're going to do is possibly, for some of you, is rein that back in. Because it's exhausting. And you're going to tell them that this is not okay. I will give the level of energy to someone that they give to me. Okay, but even though this is going on, you're standing up for yourself, which is fantastic, which actually leads you into a happy home. the Ten of Cups. So you start off with the Sun and you end up with the Ten of Cups. This is only just a little snippet, okay? Right, Taurus, well, you have a fabulous May, and I will see you in the mid-month there. Did I say Taurus? Yeah, it is Taurus. Sorry. I will see you in the mid-months, or check out your love readings for the beginning of May. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.